stayed in on this trip. See, it's in the middle, it's inside this little train station. Here's the room. Let me just take off my shoes. There we go. That's what it looks like. Nice and spacious. The train station is right out there. We've got some furnishings, some retro furnishings here. Nice big bathroom. Look at this. And the famous Japanese toilet. See here, this one even the cover opens up as you walk in. Check out all the controls. And this one's even more advanced than most. There's a little sink. When you flush water to refill the tank, comes out of there, and so you can rinse your hands. How's that? Along the Kumano Kodo. It's a steep beginning for the day, but later it's going to be all downhill. As you can see, there are a lot of landslides, and one section of the trail is actually closed, and we have to take a detour. It's still nice and toasty, but once you get high enough, you get a bit of a cool breeze, so it's not too bad. A lot easier than we thought it would be, weather-wise, of course. So yesterday was the final stretch of the Kohechi part of the Kumano Kodo. It was probably the toughest one so far. I mean, it wasn't very far, I think it was 18 clicks only, but there was a very steep 5-kilometer uphill, and then there was a very equally steep 5-kilometer downhill. And sure, the uphill was tiring, but at least as you kept going, the air got cooler and more pleasant. With the downhill was the exact opposite. It was slow walking, and then as you descended into this river valley, it just got hotter and hotter. And then the final couple of clicks along the road was like walking on a frying pan. But anyways, today it's supposed to be a bit of an easier day, 14 clicks only, and then one more day after that. That's going to be a tough one, but that's going to be the end of the Kumano Kodo for this vacation. So far, so good, and it's actually, despite the heat, it's really rewarding, lots of fun. So this is the temple at the end of the Kohechi section of the Kumano Kodo. You can see the bird there on the bottom left. There it is, that's the sign of the trail. And if you do the actual pilgrimage, then this is where you end it. But we're not ending it because we're going to be doing the other section of Kumano Kodo now. that's it. The final 6th day of the Kumano Kodo. It started off a little difficult with a 44-kilometer climb. It was really steep in places, so it took a while. But fortunately, most of the day is at high altitude, so it's even though there's some ups and downs there, it's not too bad. The air is pretty fresh. I mean, obviously when you're out in the sun, it's still hot, but otherwise it's quite pleasant. Last night the accommodation was really awesome. It was the best place we stayed in on this trip, maybe even the best place ever. It was this little house built right next to a mountain stream with an outdoor shower, an outdoor sitting area. Super nice, super pleasant. It was a classic Japanese design or architecture. It was really really great. It was the kind of a place I wish we could have stayed there for a couple of days. Would have been perfect to sit in front of that stream, work on my book. So that's kind of too bad. We have to keep going. That's really one of those places. And the food, both the supper and the breakfast and the box lunches they gave us for the road, were really the best ones we had on this trip. So it was a great way to finish off the trail. And as for other accommodations we had on this trip, on this trail, they were all pretty good. A couple of more notable ones was the one with an onsen, a rooftop onsen. Onsen being the traditional Japanese bath, hot bath, being that's fed by a hot water spring. And it was a really awesome sensation to sit there at night under the stars, just enjoying the warmth of the water. Another nice place was where we had a house that was right next to this river. And after a day of hiking in the sun, it was the most pleasant thing to just get into that ice cold water. I mean, that was really awesome. And the final place worth mentioning was this old farmhouse, I guess, that we stayed in. And we actually shared that one with the owner. And that was cool because you got to see what the Japanese really live like in the countryside. It wasn't just a guest house, but it was an actual, genuine old home. And spent the evening watching sumo with the owner on TV, so that was a lot of fun. In any case, so it's only a couple of more kilometers left, 6 point something, and after that that'll be the end, which is too bad because however tough this was with all the heat and everything, it was still a really cool experience. And it's kind of sad always to it's always kind of sad when these experiences come to an end. Anyways, still have a couple more weeks left in Japan. Looking forward to spending every minute of those. So this is the final stretch of the Kumano Kodo. Less than 5 clicks to go. And from here, the ruin from this site of the ruins of an old tea house, you can see the Pacific Ocean. And soon we'll be at the end of the trail, and we'll take a bus down to that city you can see at the bottom. And then that'll be it. So that's it. We're done with the Kumano Kodo. And just gonna find the bus to go down to town now. It was a great adventure. Totally recommended. Totally recommended. It was a pleasure to have done this, and a great feeling of achievement because it was not easy.